handed over.
As a probe into the mismanagement of 10 billion shillings meant for savings and credit cooperative societies continues, it has come to light that the money was used for 2011 general elections. Ignatius Rwabukuku, the former executive director at the Microfinance Support Center, told the Oversight Public Accounts Committee of Parliament that though it is not documented, the money was used as a political pawn.
The reality was that this fund was a political fund, and that one is not on paper. This fund was given to various people, and it was not supposed to be returned. And I want to add, and you all know, they were political handouts. Because if you look at car washers, street vendors.
What was the objective?
The objective is to win an election.
Yeah, right.
That's not on paper, Mr. Chairman. And I am being frank and candid.
The entire 10 billion shillings has gone down. The only amount of money which I think was left for administrative expenses, which of course was spent, was around 800 million. But others, the entire 10 billion shillings, as I talk, cannot be traced.
It all indicates that this was a scam intended to use public resources to buy votes. And the Microfinance Support Center was used, and of course officials there were put under pressure to agree to be used. Some of them also got involved in stealing this money.
He presented documentary evidence to MPs that shows how then big government officials wrote directives to him to release the money to different SACCOs. Among those mentioned are former Finance Minister Saida Bumba, her junior Ruth Nankabirwa, General Salim Saleh, and former Vice President Special Zawandira Kaziwe. They have now been summoned to appear before the committee to defend themselves.
Tomorrow, as I said, we are going to meet the PS Secretary to Treasury and his team, and I think that we will be meeting Minister of Finance officials for the third time. But for the PS, it will be his first time to make an appearance. Then next week on Tuesday, we are meeting the 3 politicians that I've mentioned. And then after that, we will have Salim Saleh and Moses Birhanga.
Rwabukuku is not the first person to tell the committee that the money meant for SACCOs was allegedly distributed to voters just few days to the 2011 general elections. SACCO leaders from Pakayad, Nakawa, Balikudembe and Nyuntinda markets, among others, also told the committee that their SACCO accounts were just used to channel money to voters.
And the documents that we have in our possession are clear in indicating that this was just campaign money.
If this money had been properly disbursed, it would have benefited so many of these small business people in their markets, in the wheelbarrow pushers, mention them. But unfortunately, there was no method used. And indeed, since these people thought it was free money, it went and it was taken and it was chewed.
Those who have been named in the alleged fraud are to appear before the committee next week. Agnes Nandutu, NTV, Parliament.
May we speak to you, please?
No.
But you have been handling public money.